I was literally at work.
All of a sudden, I see the lights behind me.
God.
I see them with guns and everything drawn, and like, all of a sudden, somebody just grabs me from my shirt.
The first question they asked me was, where was I born?
One of them tells him, just get him, he's Mexican. He points me out.
It was a matter of seconds.
Oh my God.
My daughter was passing by.
That's my mom. What the
She got her phone and she started recording.
Hey, what are you doing? She has her green card. That's my mom.
And they pulled me out of the car.
Wait, no.
And I started screaming because I panicked. They never asked my name or ID or anything.
I'm a U.S. citizen, and I was detained.
You're touching a USA citizen right there.
For 5 days. I actually called 911.
I'm just in the van and I don't know where they're taking me.
You are with Border Patrol.
Okay, yes, but I'm a U.S. citizen and I'm hurt and I need an ambulance.
So, I cannot take your call. You're going to have to speak to them and wait for them to...
Okay, I'm only speaking with you because I need help.
Right, and I cannot send you help, sir.
I just hear the officers just laughing. They took the picture of me with the face recognition. You hear them laughing, high-fiving themselves like, hey, how many did you get? How many did you get? You know, oh, I got 18, I got 5, I got 6. Yeah, you know, high-fiving.
Disregard that you all have. You fighting to be in America. You fighting for this country. But yet and still, you have no respect for the people who shed blood for y'all people to be here. Again, we have attempted to empathize with your plight, because if no one can understand what it feels like to be separated from family, Black people do.
Brothers and sisters, what you just watched is happening in real time. ICE raids, families being torn apart, people being detained and deported, and some of the communities which are being affected are looking around, asking, where are people who are supposed to be our allies? Where are Black Americans? That Black American woman you just watched laid it out plainly. And the Black American brother who is gonna come in the next clip is gonna say it with anger, but with the truth. And at the end, we are going to unpack all of it. The history, the responsibility, and what needs to change going forward. Now, as usual, if you are finding this video helpful, support us by clicking on the like button. And remember that this video is for educational purpose. Stay tuned.
Let me say this. Now, I grew up around Mexicans that ain't racist. Basically Northern California. And I'm not saying they can't be neither, but where I grew up at, and my godmom is Mexican, my godbrothers is Mexican, and that's where I grew up. I didn't grow up in no LA where all the racist Mexicans that coming from Mexico are being anchor babies. And I'm gonna keep it 100. I have to address that, brother. I was talking about what he trying to do. Mexicans, you're always trying to create some kind of fake war. Listen, y'all letting these Mexican dudes with they puffed up with pride, bullshit, and they self-hatred and jealous come up here and talk about Black people like foundational Black Americans. We ain't achieved shit. Like I said before, if it wasn't for us, y'all wouldn't be here. Let's keep it 100. None of y'all, I said it before, none of y'all was there helping us during the civil rights, Jim Crow, and all the times. Black people has been fighting white people longer than any damn race on the planet. Y'all don't have no credibility of fighting the white race on a major level for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years. You don't. And what I'm saying is, you want to tell messages like that to shut up. You know why? Because we have political power. We have political structure. We ain't, everything we got for that, we didn't give it handed to us. A lot of the work that's going here is handing it to y'all, because y'all coming over here wanting to do for low prices that we ain't willing to do. All the Democrats is asking for is well-behaved, docile slaves that gonna do everything they say for chump change. Black folks done that shit for free, and y'all talking about why we don't want to do it. We ain't doing it. That's the work that y'all doing. We doing shit like entertainment, all in sports, we acting, we're dominating everything we get into, and we make America great for it. You don't see nobody all on TV talking about, oh, America's the best at building stuff, when we're not. We're building old ass compared to what China and all them doing. But what we're doing, we making America look great in everything because we are black Americans. Y'all keep trying to discredit us like we ain't done nothing. We've been here longer than every race on the planet. We created everything that's in your goddamn kitchen and in your car. From a pressured position, from an enslaved position, we still managed to do what we did and still doing. And whether you believe it or not, I'm an independent, but I support what the policies are. You go check the out. More black people voted against Trump than they did with Trump. So you can turn that narrative somewhere else. You're speaking out of puffed up with pride, trying to put yourself in the same equality level as black people. You can't do that. You just need to stay in your lanes that y'all good at. That's y'all lane. It ain't like black people can't even think. Well, what about the black man Moses making free water from everybody all around the world? So all I know is black people saving everybody. We save everybody. We are the planet's saviors, whether y'all hate it or don't want to admit it or not. Anybody taking resources to survive from Africa is being saved by it. Same way here. The laws we put forth, we always put y'all in it. Y'all made it y'all racist to be able to say, no, we ain't gonna even bring up no mayatas and ourselves. It's just us, me, and our mess. You can't do it by yourself. You don't have the credibility or the longevity of doing that. You don't have it. Y'all worked it with the Europeans, and you're still trying to with the racist ones. Y'all joining Klan rallies. Y'all joining Nazi stuff that blacks can't even join. And all that unity shit, talking about y'all unified, no the f*** not. You ain't talking to no fools. Because when you go over to Mexico, the darker Mexicans, even the black Mexicans, are discriminated against by the same person that look like you, bro. Same pale white Mexican. And that's no disrespect to any of them, because I got god brothers the same way, and they can't stand you, motherfucker. Because y'all try to make us out as some kind of enemy that we ain't even for y'all. Same when you're talking about, oh, we let them in. I told y'all with the Seminole thing, y'all asked for Seminoles in the northern part of the border when all them Native Americans was raiding y'all stuff, stealing all y'all shit. And the Seminoles came there, and y'all gave them free land and free everything, and the brothers came there and protected that part of Mexico for all those years. And it's still there to this day, because we was soldiers, and we was fighting these motherfuckers all through the time that y'all was sitting back waiting. Didn't come around until after 70, 75 or something, like y'all, after we got the civil rights bill in, a lot of black people died and suffered, going through all the shit to open doors for y'all, and this the bank we get. Y'all still trying to find ways to hate us, when today you in a society where it teaches you all the information you need, so you won't have no goddamn real reason to be hating it. It's either jealousy or envy, one of the two, brother. Blacks ain't running around talking about we hate Mexicans, and for the few of them that you think that's making fun of you, that ain't even the case, because y'all did make fun of us when you came, especially a lot of your Venezuelans and all that. We're coming here to replace you, but look how the Most High did it. Every time y'all come against us or anybody come against us, we're going to suffer right there, but guess what? You're going to suffer a bigger fate. That's anybody. This is the time when motherfuckers going to get our black people back, especially foundational black Americans, and give us our can do. All that trying to resist and everything, we're in the time right now. Accountability is held high, and you're held high for that. Y'all talk all this religious talk, peace talk, but y'all say everything without a black man in it. But we was talking for y'all, but we ain't caping that no more, because we know all y'all here do is the freeload off us. We ain't coming over here getting free this. That's help from us, from our work and blood, sweat, and tears, along with our money today, taxpayers' money for y'all. Now you can't suck off the titty no more and get no resources. Now motherfuckers is mad and want to hate the people who've been discriminated against by everybody, even you, for no motherfucking reason. You better go listen to that Chinese dude, that Korean dude, telling them why they should be respecting us with no bias. Y'all ain't done nothing for black people. Nothing but complain about we in the win in the way you're not going to make the basketball teams better. You're not going to make the football teams better. You're not going to make the Olympics better. You're not going to make all the shit that black people got in this race, because this is our You ain't making that great. You can build all the houses you want, but that does not still make America great. That just make more building. We did that already. We built all the White Houses. We built all the slave master houses, all them big houses in there. We built all that already. So don't try to compare. Stop trying to compare us, because no race in America can compete of what foundational black Americans has achieved in this country. None. We done it under the yoke of slavery. We still did it. Everybody was just pieces and fragments. It's the same way with Fat Joe trying to say they created hip-hop. When hip-hop came from before it was called hip-hop, from foundational black Americans, trying to claim something that don't belong to you. And mad that we in a position where we got a voice and we got a power and we got talent and we got abilities. And I'm not saying you don't. The thing is, y'all ain't trying to get behind nothing, trying to say it's just us, but you ain't been known for fighting these white racist cats. You ain't been here fighting them. You've been joining them, just like in the pen. You joins them in prison. You join, and it's crazy how these Native Americans join the white races in prisons against black. Everybody against us. But it's a day now where all y'all gonna get a triple 10 times dose that you deserve. Until y'all come off of that racist bullshit, you gonna always be in a position of suffering. Period. Quit the motherfucking race hate, bro. Nobody not trying to hear that. Nobody not trying to compare that to nobody. You can't compare yourself to none of us. Not what we contribute here in America. Period. I just had to let that be known. No other races helped us do what we did. We did it on our own. And all of y'all came later on and rode off the back of our successes and then want to stick your tongue out when they show y'all favoritism based on racism. Quit it. Peace and the light.
Brothers and sisters, we have watched all of those clips, and let me start by saying that nobody born hating someone else. Hate is learned. Some people learned to look at black Americans and see something less than what they are. And that is what I want to make the base of this conversation. Because here is what hurts. Black Americans have never had it easy in America. Not one generation, not one era. And through all of it, through every single painful chapter, they kept showing up, they kept building, they kept pushing for something better. And the beautiful and tragic thing about that is that when they pushed doors open, they did not check who was behind them. The door just opened and everybody walked through, including all of those Mexican immigrants. That is the kind of people black Americans have always been. Not perfect, but deeply, fundamentally committed to the idea that if we have to make it all together. They were not selfish. So when you hear that black American brother talking the way he was talking, understand what is underneath that. That is not just anger. That is the feeling of always giving and giving and giving. And then watch people who received turn around and treat you like you are the problem. Brothers and sisters, that feeling is real. And I am pretty sure that a lot of black Americans watching this know exactly what he's talking about. And it is not because they read it somewhere. They have lived that experience in their neighborhoods, in their workplaces, in some of the conversations that they might have had with Latinos, the people who were looking down on them instead of understanding them. Those Latinos were looking down on them. That hurts, my brothers and sisters. Now we are seeing families being. And that behavior of some of the Mexicans living in America is what is making this moment even more complicated. We are watching many Mexican Americans who have already built their lives in America being taken away, being taken back to Mexico, the country that they might have left many years ago, and they've got nothing to fall back on there. And I know for many of y'all, the human part of you feels hurt watching all of that happening. It does not matter who you are. Watching a family be torn apart does something to you. But then you remember being told that you were beneath someone else. You remember watching your community, Black American community, being blamed for everything, while other communities are quietly benefiting from what your people fought for. And suddenly, that simple question from Latinos who are asking, why aren't Black Americans rushing to support all of these Latinos, these Mexicans who are being raided by ICE? The question is no longer simple to you, because you are seeing that the people who are asking for help are not actually your real allies. Here's what needs to be said though, and this is very important. So what that Black American brother said is not really about trying to revenge or playing on the backs of Latinos who are facing with some of these consequences we're seeing. That is not about him saying that they deserve what is happening to them. There is nobody who deserves to have their family ripped apart. But you all have to understand that accountability is not the same as cruelty. For instance, there is a viral video of a Latino police officer who was saying some racist remarks toward Black Americans. And what surprised me is how I saw many Latinos actually supporting her in the comment section, saying that what she said was right. Now, how does those same people who are saying that a police officer saying racist remarks toward black people, now how does those same people supporting that police officer are expecting support from the black American community? Make it make sense. You're literally supporting somebody who is racist toward black Americans. And then when it is the time for your problems, when you need help, you are there calling black Americans to come and help you. How does that make sense? And this does not concern some Latinos who have always been behind black Americans and who show support to black Americans. This is not about them. I'm talking about those other Latinos, those other Mexicans who have the same beliefs as those who are supporting what Officer Ashley Gonzalez said. Now, I'm gonna cut it short and tell y'all what needs to be done. It might sound simple, but it is not necessarily easy. And this goes to Mexicans living in America. You're gonna start by looking inward, inside yourself, and then question where the beliefs you hold about black Americans came from. Who told you all of those beliefs that you hold about black people? And then ask yourself, who benefited from you believing all of those beliefs you have about black Americans? And if you correctly assess yourself, you might be shocked to find that the same system that told you that black Americans are beneath you is the same system that is turning on you and deport you back to Mexico. You were probably used, and black Americans saw it happening, and some of them tried to tell you, and some of you did not want to hear it. But it is not too late to hear it now. But at this time, you have to come correct. You have to come being humble. You have to come with the understanding that you are not doing black American community a favor. And from that, you can probably start building a community that is built on genuine respect toward each other. And this only will happen if black Americans allow it. Now, that were my opinions. I'm not a black American. I cannot speak for black Americans. And that's why they're also gonna tell us their own opinions down there in the comment section. And if you have enjoyed watching this one, I want you to click on the like button. And for those viewers who have not yet subscribed, they may consider clicking on that subscribe button. That was it. Mr. T, your African brother. See you next time.